I hope you are having a warm morning on this chilly Thursday. We're happy to have you with us today. I'm Olivia Rios, Director of Operations and Programs at the LA Latino Chamber. I'm excited to be here with you today for the Chamber's last webinar for 2022. Today's topic is how to use YouTube to grow your business. Our phenomenal speaker is Roberto Martinez, Google Digital Coach. Businesses are always looking for ways to grow their business. You can use social media, share your information on LinkedIn, and believe it or not, YouTube has also been instrumental. You may not believe that you're savvy enough to promote on YouTube, but Roberto is here to share with us how we can all be successful using this medium. So before we start, let me share a little bit about him. Roberto is a Google national speaker and digital coach. He works as a community liaison for Google, where he educates and assists small business owners on how to leverage Google tools and services. He is also an entrepreneur and owns his own digital marketing agency here in Southern California and has global Fortune 500 companies as clients. So he keeps really, really busy. So we're thrilled to have Roberto with us this morning to discuss Google tools. And a few housekeeping tips. Please mute yourself. Be sure to ask questions and write them in the chat box. Also, feel free to write your name and company name and let us know where you're tuning in from. So before we get started, I'd like to just mention quickly that Roberto is offering two $25 Starbucks gift cards for attending this webinar. So stay tuned. And lastly, for those who stay till the end, the Chamber has a nice surprise for everyone for 2023. So stick around. And Roberto, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Olivia. Love you and your team and Jules and everyone in the LA Latino Chamber of Commerce. You guys are doing amazing work. Let me stop shaking. I'm right into this. It's very exciting because it's our last Google workshop of 2022. So we want to go off with a bang. I see some familiar faces. Veronica, great seeing you. Absolutely love everything that you're about and helping our community. So this is your time. This is your time. And what I mean by that is ask as many questions as you want to make sure that we are giving you all the resources and all the information you need to grow your company. So the first thing I want to do is just ask you all, let me know a little bit about where you're coming from, what part of the city, what part of the state, and what kind of company. Sandra, you read my mind. Absolutely love it. Good morning to you. Sandra, Dr. Sandra's Coaching Corner, viewing from the road. Thank you so much. Christine, good morning. Love it. Recycling in Carson, absolutely. Veronica, Clean Solutions, CM Clean Solutions, absolutely love it. I appreciate you guys. So get this. A couple days ago, we were at maybe 2025. Jules and the team at LA Latino Chamber of Commerce said, hey, let's create a video. It went from 20 people signing up for this to 80. So that gives you some idea of how powerful video marketing is. It is the most engaging type of content out there. And so today we're going to talk about how to use YouTube to grow your business, how to leverage it to scale your company, regardless if you're a product or your service. So it won't matter. Okay, with that, great introduction, Olivia. But if you guys have any questions, Roberto Martinez has been doing this for 5 years, half a decade with Google. Absolutely love the work that I do. I'm here to help you understand how to leverage Google tools and services to grow your company. And that's really what we want to do. We want to leverage the heck out of all the free tools that Google provides us to grow our company, to scale our company in 2023. Liam Wong joining us from Cerritos, California. Icon Safety, absolutely love it. Rob Manzaneros, All Technology Solutions, Architect from Whittier, Jesse, thank you guys so much. People want to learn about your content. Mario Aguilar, Financial Services Advisor. So let's take Mario, for example. So there's my contact information. There's my social media channels. Feel free to follow me. But let's take Mario, Financial Service Advisor. We're planning for 2023. We want to grow our presence. We want to grow our revenue. Mario can start creating short 30-second, 1-minute snippets on how to create your financial plan for 2023 or how to lower your debt in 2023. And these 30-second, 15-second videos allow us to feel comfortable with Mario, to trust Mario. And that's what we're going to talk about. And then once you do those videos, guess what you can do? You can upload them to your social media sites. You can upload them to your YouTube, and you can start engaging not just folks in your network, but the whole country and basically the whole world. And that's a very powerful medium nowadays that we never had beforehand. So we definitely want you guys to leverage this. So we're going to talk a little bit about why it's so important to be on Google, first and foremost, and why you should start your journey as an entrepreneur when it comes to creating content by uploading your videos on Google. But that doesn't mean you just keep them on Google. You could use them for email marketing. You could use them across the different channels that you have available. And so there's a lot of people on YouTube. All right, first question. Who knows what the largest search engine in the world is? Type it in. Type it in. Type it in on the chat. Christine, Google. All right, everyone gets it. Super easy. A++. What is the second largest search engine in the world? Oh, you guys are stars. Christine says Facebook, Olivia, TikTok, Elias, Mario. Mario got it right. YouTube, that's exactly right. It is actually YouTube. You know why? Because we are chingones and chingonas. We like to do it. We'll figure it out. We'll DIY it, do it ourselves. So we go on YouTube and we start searching how to do something.
I'm ready for them to feel.
And I would ask the team to please mute your line because we can hear your feedback sometimes.
No, I told.
So yes, it's important to be able to leverage that search engine, and it works because there's so many people like us as customers that go on YouTube and start searching, best gifts for our kindergarten, best way to make a flan. I love baking, so I bake all the time during the holidays, and I always want to do different types of recipes. Guess where I learn? On YouTube. And that's the beauty of it. If I want to start planning my year out for 2023, what am I doing? I'm looking at Mario's content to learn from him, to be educated by him. And then when I trust him, guess what I do? I said, you know what? I want to connect with him. I want to shoot him an email. I want to start hiring him to bring him in to advise me and my team on how to go about doing this. So you are the subject matter expert. You are the pro in your space. We need to know about that. And if you don't create the content, we're not going to be able to connect with you. And that's the piece of it. It's the discovery piece and the engagement piece. As customers, we want to engage with you because we have problems and you all are solving the problems that we have. So very, very important. Okay, so how do we start? Well, let's create the channel first. Let's add some videos to your channels and let's start promoting them with different ads. And you'll see how quickly you can do that. You can do that very easily across your social media channels to advertise if you want to, but if you don't want to, you can still leverage the network and your social media channels for free online content to communicate out to your customers. All right. Any questions so far? Very black and white, right? Super easy to do. Let's talk about how to create that channel. So the first thing we need is your email. You have to have a Gmail account. And what you're going to do is on the right-hand side of YouTube, let's just take a show of hands. How many of us spend a lot of time on YouTube? Press 1 if you spend an hour minimum on YouTube. Press 2 if you spend more than an hour. Yes, easily 2 hours. That's exactly right. I am at the 2-hour range. I am consuming content every single day. And so we need to leverage the heck out of that platform. And the first thing we're going to do is going to sign in to our YouTube account. We're going to go in and we're going to start clicking on where it says create a channel. So now you might be asking, Roberto, I'm not even ready to create a channel yet because I haven't created content. That's perfectly fine. I would still recommend you create the channel as a first step. The hardest part is starting. That's the hardest part. Once you start and once you create 1 video, 2 videos, 3 videos, you start getting comfortable, you start communicating it, and the channel allows you a lot of flexibility, and I'll touch on that a little bit later. Okay, and even if you love music, we're going to teach you how to leverage the channels that you love using on YouTube to promote your content, to promote your company, to promote and advertise your services or your products. So we're going to click on channel, and then we're going to click on create a channel. That takes us to this particular page. And now you've created your channel. It is literally that easy. Now there's a lot of bells and whistles that you can add to it, which is start customizing the channel within what's called YouTube Studio and uploading content. But the first piece is just creating that channel. It automatically creates it for you once you click on that button. And now we're going to walk through the process of customizing your channel to make it distinct and unique to you and your company and the products and services that you sell. And how do we do this? We update the layout. You guys have a brand. All of you guys have amazing companies. You have your logo, you have your branding. We want to incorporate that into our YouTube channel so that customers, when they reach us on YouTube, they identify, oh, that's Mario, that's Eric, that's Steve, that's John, that is Crystal, that is Tim. All of these folks will identify your channel. So how do we go about doing this? Well, once we're in the YouTube studio page, you're going to see on the left-hand side, there's a lot of different tabs open. And what we want to do is we want to start updating the layout and identifying how we want our channel to look like. Now, there's multiple channels. Most channels are educational channels. There's review channels. You got to identify what channel you want to create. Most of the entrepreneurial space that we're in is going to be around education because you're educating and informing the prospective customer. You're telling them why you're the expert, and you're not telling them in a boring fashion, but rather you're telling them, here's why our cleaning service is going to save your bottom line at the end of the year. Here's how we save, $5,000 to all small businesses by leveraging our financial solution. Here's how we logistically have streamlined operations for supply chain companies like yours. Boom, capture my attention, and then you tell me why. And so you've got to identify what you want that channel to be. And so the very next thing is we're going to start uploading the content. So we all have our logo. Google has a very, very popular logo. Everyone knows it and sees it, but you have your own. What we want to do is there's different types of logos. The first thing is the profile picture. Now, there's two different ways of going about this. The profile picture can be a picture of your logo, but guess what? Human beings, we love talking to other human beings, to people. We don't like talking to logos. When you think about a powerful logo, you're always thinking about folks and how they look like. So I would identify who within your company wants to be the face. You're entrepreneurs, you guys are brave, you guys are go-getters. Use your face if you're comfortable, use your smile. You guys are beautiful, smart, engaging folks. People self-identify with people as opposed to images. I understand sometimes it might be hard. You might not want to go that route. Or if you have a sophisticated and developed out company, you might not want to go that route either. But I would think twice about creating a brand logo with your picture versus the actual icon of your image. The second thing we want to do is create the banner ad, and the banner ad is what's going to run on top of your YouTube channel. So when someone lands on your channel, it's good, and I'll show you right now how that looks like. It's going to be the image of what that channel is all about at the very top. So how do we do this? How do we go about creating a banner? Well, obviously you could hire a graphic designer, or hear me out here, go to Canvas. You go to Canva, it's a free service that allows you to create those banners. Literally go in there. There's a section within Canva, and it says, would you like to create a banner ad? And they'll allow you to easily and quickly create a banner ad for your Facebook, for your YouTube, for your Google business profile. And that way you're not spending a lot of time and money hiring a design team to create your banner. Now, the second piece, and probably the most important piece within your channel, is the description of the channel. Why is that? Because Google is going to drive viewers to your page according to what you type here. So if I am a person that's trying to plan 2023 out, my financial plan for 2023, and I'm typing in financial planning for 2023, but your description has nothing around financial planning, guess what Google's going to say? That's not a good channel to drive Roberto to. Let's push them to another channel. So right here, you want to start thinking about your channel and what makes you distinct and unique, and why the person typing in those words will find you. So you want to incorporate what are called keywords and key phrases into the description of your channel. Now, what's really cool is that YouTube will give you, it's almost like your own website without saying it. It is your own YouTube channel page. And that's called your URL. So anytime anyone clicks on that URL, a prospective customer is going to be directed directly to that channel. That's powerful. That's, in other words, the moment you give that to someone and they click on it, they're going to be able to see all the different videos that you created. So as a Chamber of Commerce, they can start listing their channel on their email marketing. They can start listing their channel on their social media pages. So if I want to see a little bit about their white party that just happened last week for Christmas, I want to see all the different videos and images, and maybe they shot something, I'll click on that channel and I'll go see what I missed out on and have major FOMO. Okay. Yeah, so we have folks saying, love listening to music. Oh, Mario says, what is yeah, Brian, you're on top of it. Canva, that's right. Love it, Carlos. See, community helping out each other. Absolutely. What is the channel you are, Ardena? Ardena, it's in other words, your website page. So your www.yourcompanyname.com, that's your website. For your business channel on YouTube, that's your www, and then YouTube is going to actually give you that channel. So you see right here on the very bottom right, and it says youtube.com/channel, and then all these letters and numbers. Well, guess what you can do as well? You can customize it and list your business name. So what's your business name? You're going to say youtube.com/channel, your business name. And that way, when anyone wants to find it, they can just Google it. Guess what's that's going to help? That's going to help Google drive traffic to your channel because people are going to identify with it. Okay, so now let's see, we're going to bring everything together, and how does that look like? All right, so on the very top, we have that banner ad that I was talking about that you can create in Canva. On the left, we have the profile picture, or you could do an icon of your brand or your logo if you want. But as you see here, when it's a human being, when it's a person, it's more engaging. You kind of lean into it, as opposed to, imagine if it's just a B or a C or a D or whatever icon logo you have. So that's extremely important. Now, the other piece of it is that you're going to tell the customer, and you're going to tell YouTube, here's my best video. And so what that's called, it's called an intro video. So think about anytime you land on a home channel and you want to learn, let's say you actually like the content. Oh man, this content's amazing. This video is amazing. I want to know what they're all about. That's going to be your video spotlight. It's going to be the video that tells me, the consumer, what you are all about. And so, it's just 30 seconds to a minute telling me what this channel is all about, so I could feel comfortable falling into your rabbit hole. What do I mean by that? Once I know what you're about, then I could consume as much information as possible, because what's going to happen? Well, you gave me content around, financial planning 2023, but maybe I want to know what taxes, how do I lower my tax rate? That's another channel that you can do. So now I start realizing, wow, Mario's the content expert when it comes to financial advising, and I could go to him for financial planning 2023. I could go with him for taxes. I could go with him with tax breaks. I could go to him to talk about the new laws that are coming into place. And anytime I have those questions, I'm thinking Mario's YouTube channel. And that's what we want to do. We want to get as much content in the space that you are an expert in. Okay, so really cool piece of this is grouping everything into categories. So we have different folks in logistics. Logistics does not just mean, getting something from point A to point B. It might be how to streamline that process, how we service you as a prospective customer, what are our top 5 industries, and how you can leverage our solutions. So all those can be sections within your channel. So think about your channel like you have your overarching subject line, and then you have subcategories. How do I want you to think about this? I want you to think about this as a customer. So the Chamber of Commerce has a lot of different customers, right? It has sponsors, foundations, small businesses. Those are 3 distinct partners, right? So they could create 3 distinct subject matters about each partner. So for example, for the LA Chamber, you can start talking about, here's what the our foundational partners and our sponsors can learn about us. And that would be all around the size of the chamber, the events that we put together, the financial workshops that we held. And so if I want to cut a check to that chamber, now I could fall into that rabbit hole and learn all about the different events that they put together, all these sponsorship opportunities they have through those videos. What if I'm a small business? Do I care about that? Probably not. What I want to know is how you're going to help me increase sales. So maybe you have another section within your channel that, how does the chamber help you as a small business increase sales? And then you have like 5 or 7 videos about how you do that through networking events, through conferences, through workshops, through procurement opportunities. Wow, now I'm learning the value of that channel, the value of the LA Chamber, LA Latino Chamber. Makes sense? So that's the power of grouping those sections within your channel. Okay, so now we're done with that. How do we create a video? Really important piece. A lot of people are like, Roberto, this is great, fantastic, but I don't even know how to get started. How many of us have that problem? How do we get started? Well, we have this little device nowadays, but we also have an amazing resource available to you by going to the YouTube channel page. So we're going to walk you through a little bit about what we recommend you do when you start creating your channel. 15, 20 years ago, you used to pay $3, $5, $10,000, $20,000 because you had all this production team that had to shoot you in the location in the studio. So you had to rent out the studio, you had to rent out the director, you had to rent out the actual cameras. But now we have amazing phones that capture high quality videos. Jules yesterday said, Roberto, do me a favor, shoot a video. It took me 3 minutes to shoot the video. I sent it to her. She downloaded it, uploaded it to her IG channel, and promoted it. It took us maybe less than 30 minutes to do that. And some of you guys saw that video. What does that tell you? That turnaround time to create content is very easy. The hardest part we have is getting started. So let me give you some framework to help you ease the pain. First is the concept. What is the concept of the video? Are you educating us? Are you informing us? Are you promoting something, right? So if you're promoting a new program, you got to tell that story. So we want to talk in what's called a narrative fashion. Beginning, middle, and end. 3 acts, right? When you think about any movie, there's the beginning, then there's the challenge, and then there's the solution to the challenge and how we do it. You as an entrepreneur are doing that. You guys are providing solutions to problems. So let's take the example of who do we want to use as an example? We have amazing entrepreneurs here. Let's use, what do you guys think? I've been using Mario. Okay, so Ardena does design by Ardena Photo Restoration and Legacy Art. Okay, so Christmas is coming up. Grandma's turning 80 or 85. And I want to touch up her pictures of her in her home country or hometown. They're old, they're 50, 60, 70s year old pictures, very old. So I have a problem. That's my problem. And what does Ardena's business do? It provides a solution to that problem. So there's a beginning. The beginning is, hey, Christmas is coming up, the holidays are coming up. I want to showcase the amazing love that I have for my grandmother, and I want to touch up her pictures, but I don't know how. That's the problem. So that's the beginning phase. The second stage is the problem. And then what's the solution? Ardena's photo restoration. So what do? You tell that story in a way that's quick and concise. Hi here, my name is Ardena. What we do here is we restore your loving images and pictures for the loved ones like your grandmother so that you have the perfect content you need for that holiday party, for that Christmas party, for that New Year's party. That tells me the story. Now, the magic is how do we do that? We could turn this around within 24 hours, 48 hours, 36 hours to have the content you need to make everyone fall in love once again with your family members, as an example. So that tells me the whole story. The other thing is identifying the purpose of that story. We identify the purpose as the need that the customer has, and then who's the star? We all love you. We want to see you, Crystal. We want to see you, Carlos. We want to see you, Tim, in the image. And you have to feel comfortable, and it's only going to get easier the more you practice. The other thing we want to talk about is how to tell that story. Who, what, where, when, and why. So who you are, what you do, and why you do it. Like, why should I care? Eduardo, why should I care about your business? You tell me, get to the bottom line of why I should care. You should care about working with me, Eduardo, a business consultant, because I've been able to increase revenue by 35% year over year. You don't believe me? Here's a testimonial from one of my friends or one of my clients. And then you do a 15-second testimonial of one of your clients. Boom, 30 to 60 seconds. You can also do products or services. If you have a product line that you're just launching, again, tell me about the product. Tell me why I love this cup. Why are you selling me this cup? Our cup keeps your water or your coffee or your tea warm for longer periods of time. And here's how we do it. We have proprietary technology, blah, 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 blah. You tell me that story. Or promotions. You start promoting a deal. It's the new year. We want to make sure you find the right gift for your family. check out all the different services that we have for a limited time till the end of the month. 15 seconds, very quick. Click here, 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 and smash that like button, right? Like very quick, very to the point, and then you move on. Because folks now, especially because of certain platforms like TikTok, have shrank their attention. And so you cannot hold them for a minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, even 10 minutes, forget about it. It has to be quick and concise. Now, once you have that customer in your, what I call the rabbit hole in your channel, you can have longer form content, but it all starts with capturing their attention. And so I always tell folks, you are the master of your universe when you're shooting a video. And what do I mean by that? You're controlling everything you're seeing around you. So if there's a cup in the back, that needs to be intentional. If there's a smiley face in the back, that needs to be intentional. If there's Einstein, a poster in the back, that needs to be intentional. Why would someone have Einstein in the back? Well, maybe you as a director are saying, you know what? I want the audience to identify you, the talent, with Einstein. So if I have Einstein in the back and I'm seeing you and I'm seeing Einstein, then I make a connection in my head as a viewer. This person is as smart as Einstein. So everything has to be intentional. So have a clear, concise message, strong impression within the first few seconds, capture their attention, bring them in, use your tone, lower your voice. When we lower our voice, that means I want you to pay attention to me. So thinking through these little tactics and tips and tricks is going to help you engage your audience. And then the last piece, you have their attention. Tell me what to do. What do you want me to do as a customer? Do you want me to keep watching videos? Do you want me to click on this link and go to your website? Do you want me to pick up the phone and give you a call? Okay, we have some questions here. Awesome. I love that you're promoting it. Elias is like 15-second vertical, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, already doing it. So what's the technique? So we have selfies, we have backdrops, voiceovers. Voiceovers are key. I absolutely love voiceovers because you don't even have to show your face. You can start off by saying, hey, my name is Julano de Tal, my name is Rob, and then get off the screen and then just show a bunch of images going through. You've seen this multiple times. Okay, so we read left to right and we read top to bottom. So scrolling through the information, top to bottom. Action shots is always great. You ever wonder why when you watch a sitcom or a TV show and you have people walking and they're talking, like crime shows are all the best at this. They're walking through the city or they're walking through a hospital and the camera's following them. Why do they do that? Because that gives the illusion that the story is moving forward, right? I mean, these little tips and tricks allow us to tell that story in a way that we might not think about it. So there's a lot of famous commercials. I love the Dollar Shave commercial where it has this like 7 years ago now, 10 years ago now, where the guy's walking through his warehouse and he's doing all kinds of crazy stuff, right? It calls your attention, it draws you in, and it helps you identify those actions. And then animation, anything that moves is going to drive the customer to engage. If you're just sitting here like this, it's important, but it's not going to have the effect that if you have icons popping up and images popping up and copy moving left to right, because we as customers are, and human beings, this is human nature, we're attracted to movement. Anything that moves, we're going to turn our heads. So you want to make sure your videos have those components involved. Okay. Yeah, voiceovers is the best. I don't have the nicest voice, but we work with what we have. Remember, you're the master of your universe. Control your universe. The space, what am I seeing? The lighting, I have lighting, and the sound, I have headset to make sure it comes through. You have to speak confidently. You have to make sure you're communicating what you're saying. Now, you might need some music. You might need to jazz it up a bit. YouTube has a YouTube studio that allows you to incorporate free, which is important, sounds and songs into your YouTube video. Now, very important, you cannot, it's copyright infringement. You cannot use very popular songs into your music unless you do mashups, which is what you see. You see it a lot on TikTok when they mash up very popular songs with other popular songs, so it becomes something distinct and new, and there's no copyright law for that. So that's how they get around the copyright law. Like maybe you have an Adele or a, I don't know if it was famous artist right now, but you can't just use that song in your video. You could use the song if you're commenting on the song or you're providing a review of the song, but you just can't use it for the sake of using it. All right, so now we know how to create our channel. We created the channel, super easy, super quick. We know how to shoot videos. We start shooting the videos. How do we upload them to our channel? Very straightforward. We go and we start adding those videos into our channel by dragging them up into our laptop or uploading it directly into the channel. We select the file. Now, what's really cool is we get to define what the video is all about. So the page title of the video is really important. Why am I going to click on this? You're going to tell me why. So the first couple of sentences is exactly why I should click on you. How to increase sales in 3 easy steps. How to go from 100 to 1 million in 3 steps. And then in the description, you talk about the why. How am I going to do this? And if I click on your video, here's what's going to happen. Now, remember, very important, keywords and key phrases. What do you think the customer, the viewer is typing in the YouTube search bar to find your video? So you have to tell the Google algorithm exactly what your channel is about and reaffirm it, because it's consistently learning from you. Now, the last piece is the thumbnail, and that's the shorthand image that you're going to identify your channel with. So a lot of people use faces, right? So, and you see a lot of YouTubers use like these crazy expressions. Why? Because it calls attention to the channel. It calls attention to the video. It drives and draws you into the video. So we want to use those images and those thumbnails that communicate exactly what we're about. That's why Jules and Olivia are always on the image, because they're beautiful women, strong women, and people are just naturally attracted to that image. Like, wow, look at that. I want to see that. I want to see what that's about. Video elements, you can obviously put subtitles. This is great if you have a Spanish language or a Korean language audience. So you can have it in English and then put subtitles. End screens, really cool. This allows you to promote other relevant content within your channel. And then end cards, what does that mean? It allows you to promote other things to drive prospective customers to your website, drive prospective customers to call you, whatever it happens to be. These video elements allow for more continuity and connectivity and what I call stickiness, right? So I saw that channel, it took me, that video took me 30 seconds or a minute. I like what I saw. Guess what? I want to click on it and I want to watch more of those videos. How many of us have done that? We started with a comedian. We saw their 3-minute skit. We liked the skit and we're like, well, I want to see more of him. And so we start clicking on other channels to see more of his content. And then we have to do a check, make sure there aren't any issues with the video itself and that it's compliant. And so we check that. YouTube does a quick scan of your video, make sure it's in compliance. And now we get to choose the visibility. This is a really cool function. Let's say you're creating a video just for a certain segment of the population. Or you say, hey, you know what? I don't feel comfortable about releasing all my videos at once. You can select the level of visibility for your channel. You can make it private, so only people that have that link can see it. You can make it unlisted, which means it's on YouTube, but no one knows where it's found. Or you can make it public, which means the whole world can see it if they want to. You can also schedule your videos depending on when you want them to release. So what I recommend to you, if you have a video production company that you're working with, go shoot 10, 15, 20 videos. You know, how long does it take you to make 20 videos that are 30 seconds? Not that long, maybe 4 or 5 hours, right? Create the videos, upload them into YouTube, and then start scheduling them out. What you want to do is you want to train your audience. What do we mean by training our audience? We want to make sure that they know that every 2 weeks, we're going to release a video. Every 2 weeks, every first Tuesday, we're going to release a new video. And so this allows me as a customer to know, okay, well, I really like Jesse, and I know that she releases a video or he releases a video every 2 weeks. Great. So I'm going to go to his YouTube channel to go back and learn. So that's the power. And then once you're done, you want to publish and share out, right? We created the video. We spent so much time and energy on this. Now it's time to yell it at the top of our lungs for folks to be able to see it. And that is it. I mean, that is the extent of what we can do. Obviously, we have shorts that we can do now with YouTube. Jules is great at this. It's very engaging. It's very fun. And especially if you have musical mashups in the back. I actually woke up because my alarm went off, and the first thing I played is a mashup between Last Christmas by Wham and the rapper Common. So you had the rapper Common with Last Christmas, and it was a mashup. It was so cool. I was like, wow, I had no idea. But that's engaging. So I'm seeing the content and I'm listening to the music, and I'm staying there. I'm scrolling. How many of us do that late at night? We're like trying to fall asleep and we're scrolling for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, seeing all these amazing shorts. Now, Roberto, great job, but I need more. I need to learn more. I need to do more. So what do? I go to the Creator Academy. I learn. Google has a whole YouTube channel dedicated to you as a creator, how to create your videos. So it's called, on the bottom left, you can see it. It's called Creator Academy. Very straightforward and simple to use. Yes. So Andrea, you can, when you're creating your videos, you can attach so let's say you're talking about websites. So I'm a marketing agency. I sell marketing services. I'm talking about, here's the 5 tips about website development. And I go through what websites do. And then I said, and improve your SEO. And then your ears perk up. Wow, Roberto taught me about websites, but now I know about SEO. At the end of the video, I have a little, what's called a place card that says, learn more about SEO here. And I might be talking about SEO, and then I might be talking about domain names. If you want to learn about domains, click here. So now I'm driving my customer to the page that I want him to go, or the video that I want them to go. And that's how you fall into the rabbit hole, right? You're like, oh, okay, well, I do want to know about SEO. Click. Oh, I do want to know about search engine optimization when it comes to paid search engine optimization. Click, and then you just keep creating those videos so that customer stays in your channel and makes it very, very sticky. That's how you would use it. Okay. Last but not least, I'm not going to dwell too much on this promotional piece, but once you have the videos, our friend here, we want to be able to advertise the video. So Veronica was like, I love country. I absolutely love country. So the question I would ask Veronica is, okay, you like country? I like country too. I have certain artists that I really enjoy that I go watch, but does my audience watch country? Does my audience who I'm trying to attract to my business watch country? That's really the question. And so it's a yes or a no. It's very black and white. Maybe, probably not. Veronica says probably does not like country music. But let's say you're selling boots, for example, and boots and country go together, very well, like soda and burgers, right? Very much just natural connection. So here's what you can do. You can advertise your boots on a country channel, and that's what we see. We see certain brands advertise their products or services according to the channel and the music and the category that they think their customers enjoy and like, which is really powerful stuff. Garth Brooks, I love it. So we have a video. Unfortunately, the audio is really bad, so I'm going to skip this video. But you can start advertising on YouTube. And it's very simple to do. It's called, you can use youtube.com/ads to run ads on YouTube. How many of us watch YouTube and then we're like, gosh darn it, we have to wait 5 seconds or 7 seconds before we skip, right? It's the worst. Like, oh, you can be that annoying advertiser that forces the customer to see that video, right? And you already created the video. It's very easy to use. So there's different formats. There's bumper, non-skippable, in-stream ads, outstream ads, video discovery ads. And what we call it the bite, the snack, and the meal. You might be thinking, wow, that's really hard to do. Yes, Eliza's like, I knock ads. I'm with you, Eliza. I'll pay the extra money to not get ads. I'm completely with you. And so when you create those videos, you might be thinking, how much time do I have for a bite? How much time do I have for a snack? How much can I actually sell? Well, really important. Let's go back to marketing 101. When the customer has a problem, there's 3 phases to that problem. The rule of 3, right? The first is you become aware of the problem. So awareness stage. The second piece is the discovery piece. So you want to see, okay, well, how do I solve my problem? There's multiple solutions out there in the marketplace. Does this one solve my problem? Does that one solve my problem? So you start discovering why and how you can solve that problem. And then the last piece is decision making. Okay, I got 5 different solutions. I narrowed down to these 2. Which was the best one? So the first one is just becoming aware that you have a problem. So that might be a quick and dirty brand awareness video that people just become aware that you exist. The snack is a little bit more information, and that tells me, well, yeah, like that's a good option as opposed to these other options. I'm going to narrow down my options to these 3 or 4. And then the meal might be like, here's our price rate. Here's why we're the best in the market in Southern California, whatever it happens to be. So while this one is super easy to see, and you don't have to necessarily hear the sound. So let's play and see how quick this 6 to 7 second video is. So it tells me exactly what I should be seeing, right? So that's it. Look how quick that was, 6 seconds. Infinity, the price point, and we move on. That's awareness, right? Same thing with this one. It's you know, we might be doing some interior designing. We want to make sure we can see everything. It's just a bunch of images with cuts and copy. That was about 7 to 10 seconds. How easy was that? Very easy to run these ads. And obviously there's companion ads and bumper ads that allow you to see advertising. All right, folks, that is the extent of our conversation. All right, do you know the price for this? Yes, Alegra Padilla. So there's different price points when it comes to running ads. It all depends on your industry and sector. Let's say you're selling a home and the one lead is worth, you know, in California, you know, you get commission on that. That's probably, you know, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 per lead. So it's a lot of money if you convert that lead. And so there's a lot of competition. So it drives up the price. What if I'm selling a cup? Well, this cup costs, what, $1 for me? Maybe $1.50 to sell this cup. And so that's less competitive. So it's less money that you would have to be spending, because the way Google ads work, you're not paying just to run the ad. You're paying for people viewing the ad and clicking on the ad. And the better content you have and the more you're educating the customer, the lower the cost per click is. And it's called cost per click because they only charge you when the people click on the ad. Now for YouTube, you're going to pay based on impression as well, which is how many people are seeing the ad. So if you tell Google, I want 1,000 people to see my ad. Okay, 1,000 views is going to be 30 cents or $1, depending on how competitive your industry is. So you'll pay $1 per 1,000 views. That's typically how it works. And then you tell Google, I want to spend $100 or $200 or $300 a given month. So if it's $1 per 1,000 views and you want 10,000 views, that's going to be $10. That's typically how it works. It all depends on your industry and your sector. Great question, guys. Okay, very, very high level. Create your ad, create your channel, explore all the different resources we have available to you all. You can actually work with a creator, and YouTube allows you to create a video ad very, very quickly. Just go on the bottom left, youtube.com/ads, make a video, and it walks you through how to make that video. You can also keep learning at your own pace. We have a bunch of free videos for you to learn. Again, DIY it, like do it yourself. And we have some, if you're a business and you want to get certified on different solutions, we have this amazing certification program where you can learn about data analytics, digital marketing, project management, UX, UI design. And there's a grant. Google gives you a grant if you qualify, and they'll give you the certifications for free. With that, I love to thank you all for joining me. Ask you guys a quick Q&A section, but ask any questions that you have, and I'm happy to answer you guys. And I'll have 2 questions for you all who stayed throughout the whole session to give away those Starbucks gift cards. So with that, let me answer Rob's question. Does YouTube reviews affect the search ranking in Google if you have invested in Google Ads? Google reviews. I don't know what you mean by YouTube reviews. If you could provide a little bit more context. Ardena, yes, I'm pretty sure Lydia is going to share it out. We want to share out this video. We want you to actually review it if you have any questions. Rob, if you want to ask me the question one more time, happy to answer it. So, okay, who's ready for the first Starbucks gift card? All right. So, quick fingers. You guys ready? Whoever types it in first gets the Starbucks gift card. All right, here it is. What's the world's second largest search engine? Eliza, good job. With the quickness. Yes, it's YouTube. Good job. Here's my email address. Feel free to shoot me an email and I'll send you the the Starbucks gift card. Okay. Who's ready for the second question? All right. Ready? Eliza, you cannot win again, okay? So, so some folks are just like boom, boom, boom. Okay, the first slide for those folks that actually came here. The first title slide talked about how many people view YouTube. So how many people a month watch YouTube? How many YouTube? Oh, Tim for the win, 2 billion. That is exactly right, Tim. 2 billion hours a month of folks are viewing YouTube. Great job, Tim. Again, shoot me an email, Tim. You got my email address right there, robertomartinez@google.com. I'll send you a Starbucks gift card. And with that, I'll turn it over to Olivia. I'll be here answering any questions. But Olivia, if you want to talk about a little bit about the Chamber of Commerce for 2023.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Roberto, for all you do for us. I know it's really important for all of our businesses to be a little more tech savvy, because that is the wave of the future. You can't go anywhere without this. I mean, I no longer watch the 6 o'clock news, but I watch the news on YouTube as I'm driving home. So now I no longer sit in front of the couch for another 30 minutes because I'm kind of multitasking. So, without YouTube, I wouldn't be in tune to all the things that we're doing. So before we leave, if everyone would like to come on camera, and this will be our last webinar picture of the group. So that would be like fantastic. Anyone else wants to pop in? Alrighty. Oh, I'll count a couple more folks. Thank you, Allegra, for popping in. I know we have Carla. Hola, Carla. Leslie.
Hola,
Anyone?
buenos días. I'm
Hola,
driving, sorry.
It's okay. We have Dana. All right, so I will take a quick snapshot. Thank you so much. And Roberto, thank you so much for those golden nuggets. Thanks for these amazing resources and walking with our viewers through the process of using YouTube. Questions, can you personally assist a business on updating their profile on YouTube? I know the Chamber really needs help. I'm putting you on the spot.
No, I'll be happy to provide consultation for
Okay.
15, 20 minutes. Unfortunately, it's just, we can definitely do that. So if you want to schedule some time in early January, we can definitely have a consultation.
Okay.
And I could do an audit. But we have a lot of programs that are coming up in the new year outside of Google, which I'll be more than happy to discuss with your community. And if you ever want to have a webinar and talk about, LA Optimized and Delete the Divide and all these amazing programs that we're giving away free services for, we can definitely do that now. For the consultation on YouTube, if you guys have 15 minutes, I'm more than happy to do it. Unfortunately, I cannot do this at scale because there's a lot I do.
Or someone at Google that we could go to aside from the resources directly on the Google do-it-yourself.
Yes, so really cool. If you do sign up for YouTube, there's actually a phone number. Most people don't know this. There's a phone number and a contact page where you can ask questions and get a representative to call you back.
Okay.
And if you guys have, I didn't say this, and I'll keep this very brief. If you guys have a successful channel, you can quote unquote monetize your channel. What does this mean? You can make money. Google will cut you a check and pay you for your ads, for your content. So it's a great way to make money. Mm-hmm.
All righty. And then I don't know if you can, well, I've already asked if you can recommend someone, but as I mentioned earlier, the Chamber does have a nice surprise for everyone who has joined us today. And through our generous sponsors, we are able to provide free membership for a year. So what this means to you is that if you are not currently a Chamber member, you can become one. And if you are already a member, we will extend it for a year at no cost to you. So please send me an email, Olivia, OLIVIA @lalcc.org, and we can check out your account, whether you are a member or not. And let's take care of you because we have some outstanding programming coming for 2023. And it's through your participation, we are listening to what you are saying. We know that our technical training and programs are working. The greatest thing about being a Chamber member is that you also have the opportunity to attend member-only events. You can apply for some of the grants, and there is technical training that we do that's not offered to the general public, but it's a value of, being a member. So with that being said, you see the flyer up on there. Again, my email is olivia@lalcc.org. I'm here to help you out. Please take care. We wish you happy holidays. Thank you, Roberto, so much for not only your time, but your kindness and all the resources that you provide to us, and to a great partnership. So everyone, thank you for being with us. Happy holidays, and please stay in tune. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone.